Is it a good time to grab a limited edition Lamborghini in the Atlantic? Well, at this very moment, 3,500 meters below the surface of the Atlantic Ocean, 4,000 Volkswagen luxury models lie. Including but not limited to Audi, Lamborghini, Porsche, Bugatti. The ship, carrying cars for the Volkswagen Group, accidentally caught fire on February 16 off the Azores Islands of Portugal. But even more tragic, the fire raged for half a month, the rescue was futile, and everyone could only watch it burn out little by little, and finally the wreckage sank into the sea. The luxury cars on board are estimated to be worth more than $401 million, not including the $430 million cargo ship. Shipping cars is nothing new. Volkswagen, such a car factory, should be more familiar with the way, but why does this time break out accidental fire, and is difficult to extinguish? Some media told us that the fuse may be attributed to the same ship transport Volkswagen pure electric vehicle, ID.4. Electric vehicles caused the fire, and the lithium batteries exploded, making it more difficult to put it out. But in any case, the reservation owners are going to cry, the Volkswagen Group is going to cry, and so is the insurance group. So what the hell is going on? What causes the fire? How to avoid it? Hi. Welcome to Auto Age. Now you are on the journey to look back at every change in the car, witness every surge in speed, and explore the mystery behind the car. Before we started today's video, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Okay, let's get started. To begin with, let's talk about the story of the fire. Felicity ACE, operated by Japanese shipping company Mitsui, has a displacement of 60,000 tons, and is a specialized car carrier. It can carry nearly 4,000 vehicles when fully loaded. Felicity ACE caught fire in its cargo hold while sailing near the Azores Islands in Portugal on February 16. The fire spread quickly, and the 22 crew members were the first to abandon ship. Then the Portuguese Navy, rescue forces, and salvage companies tried to put out the fire. But it soon became clear that the accident was not like an ordinary combustible fire, which was not only fast, fierce, and difficult to put out by conventional means. When a huge ship is on fire in the middle of the ocean, the most economical thing to do may be to lay flat and abandon ship. If more air and sea rescue forces are mobilized, the cost will be higher, not necessarily too late. So, only a handful of surveillance ships and operation ships waiting to clean up the scene watched the cargo ship burn to the ground. The cargo ship sank to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean on March 2, carrying the remains of 3,965 vehicles on board. These cars are mainly Volkswagen's luxury models, including Audi, Porsche, Bentley, Bugatti, and so on. There is also a special edition Lamborghini Ultimi for $498,258 in North America. Ultimi was originally the farewell work of Aventador series, which has been sold for 10 years. It is also the last song of Lamborghini V12 self-priming engine. The limited number of Ultimi is 600, and the production line has been retired and dismantled. This fire, let this car not seeing the light of day leave the stage of history. There are also 189 Bentleys on board, worth more than $30 million. In total, Volkswagen burned $401 million worth of luxury cars, plus another $430 million worth of freighters. But VW said it would be covered by insurance. So the question is it possible to pick up a limited edition Lamborghini in 90% new condition while in the Atlantic? Come on, wake up. The cost of salvaging a 60,000-ton sunken ship is very high. In 2000, it cost about $130 million to salvage a Russian nuclear submarine with a displacement of around 13,000 tons and a depth of only about 400 m. Factoring in inflation, 3,500 meters of depth, displacement, and more, it would now take billions of dollars to salvage Felicity ACE. And the Lamborghini, it is very likely that the strong pressure of the seabed has been crushed into iron sheets. So the fate of these luxury cars is almost certain to end up in the Atlantic Ocean. Is ID point for the final culprit? From the sped of the fire spread, and difficult to extinguish the characteristics, it is likely to be Volkswagen pure electric model ID.4 lithium battery caused by fire. According to public information, the ID series, produced in Europe, is equipped with three-way lithium-ion batteries from LG Energy and SK. The reason why ternary lithium battery is prone to fire is the uncontrollable growth of lithium dendrite. To put it simply, during the use of lithium batteries, the lithium on the surface of the negative electrode is constantly redox, which leads to the growth of sharp and fine lithium dendrites. The lithium dendrite punctured the diaphragm of the battery, and short circuit occurred in direct contact with the positive electrode, resulting in thermal runaway of the battery. And there are a lot of active materials, oxidants, and so on inside the lithium battery, which will also produce a lot of heat by impact. Therefore, if the lithium battery catches fire, it can provide fire source and fuel aid. Even if the open fire is extinguished, the internal heat reaction will not stop and will soon reignite. In addition, the bag battery used in the European ID series has the advantage of high energy density, but this is also the source of its unstable nature and low safety. The accident follows news that VW plans to ditch LG and SK and replace bag batteries with columnar cells from Samsung in subsequent models. If the supplier had been changed earlier, could this accident have been avoided? As for logistics problem, Musk says just use rockets. Traditional forms of logistics, transporting pure electric cars, do have drawbacks. For example, the speed is slow, the time is long, the journey is bumpy, the freight is expensive and so on. And with thousands of cars crammed into a small space, if one catches fire, they're all doomed. Musk once said that a large part of the reason for the poor delivery of Tesla is logistics, and even compared the transportation problems faced by Tesla to the Allied supply difficulties in World War II. So Musk has come up with several new forms of logistics. To transport small pieces of cargo, Musk plans to develop a cargo rocket at SpaceX that would travel into low Earth orbit and then return from space through the atmosphere. And then it would separate from the cargo bay, and it would attach parachutes to the cargo bay, and it would fall into position, and the rocket itself would still be recoverable. The rocket is said to be capable of carrying more than 80 tons of cargo, as much as the US C-130 transport aircraft, and can be delivered anywhere in the world in less than an hour. For transporting bulk goods, like cars, Musk has proposed a tunnel container. Inside the closed tunnel is a low-pressure containment system, in which containers or holds are propelled on rails by electromagnetic or air cannons, with little friction or air resistance during operation. The top design speed can even exceed 400 km per hour. Musk believes this is a more efficient form of shipping, eliminating queues for containers. Do you think it makes sense? Okay, that's all for today. Please put your comments below, and share your insightful ideas with other people. Do you want to learn about more auto stories? Please keep following our channel and like our videos. Thank you so much for your continuous support. Your precious time with us is highly appreciated. See you.